Alright guys, hey, sorry I didn't post last week. I kind of got distracted, and when I realized that it was past Monday, so I decided to go ahead and take a small hiatus. Nothing big. So I'll just do a little update today about some of the things that I got done. The weather has been really wet lately. We had rain and snow and ice. In a matter of like 3 days, we had all three of those. Right now it's kind of misty out. It's very cloudy still, but it's not too cold. And there's some things that I've been putting off because the weather has just not been so great. So I'm actually motivated to work today, so that's what I'm doing. So I fixed this up. Again, this is only temporary. I've got a tarp. I've rigged these because it kept falling over, and some of my hay is still wet on the sides. The center is dry over here. But this is what I've rigged up for now to keep the majority of it dry for the rabbits. Nothing has been rigged in the chicken coop area. Nothing has been rigged in here. I think I've said this before, but I want to move that one out of here and then move like this stuff over there if I can, but that might still have to wait. These guys are doing all right. They're getting big. She's expecting, and Apple Lily is expecting. Cleaning out this cage is one of the things that I'd been putting off because it was just too wet to put any of the rabbits out while I work. So these guys will be 5 months old at the end of this month. I have somebody who's going to buy a couple rabbits off me, and then I'm going to keep 3 of them. I got one of them over there because they were being mean to each other so I'm cleaning this out, and I rigged up because I was starting to pile up some of the rabbit manure in here since I don't have a space to bag and put the bags where they won't get rained on. But the chickens would come in and spread it all back out. So I don't mind them going through it, I just didn't want them to make a big mess of it anymore. So I've kind of rigged up a thing just in the hopes that they won't mess it up quite as much and it'll be easier to clean up. I put a little bit of space here because I don't want them kicking it into the next cage. I'm going to put that tarp back over it. I just took it off while I was rigging some stuff up. Used some odds and ends that I have laying around. They seem to be okay with it. Butchered 5 of the kits in here, so I have these 2 left. He was the smallest. He also got a little injured, and I guess he was being annoying to the females, but he seems to be doing all right now. And that's the one I decided I wanted to keep beforehand. So these 2 are left. I'll have 3 left from those 2 litters. So I'll have about 5 rabbits over the next couple months for myself. Can't think of a whole lot else to update on. Just, I mean, the chickens are still laying. We're still getting plenty of eggs. Weather's been off and on. Cold, warm, but they're laying pretty good actually, so good girls. They like their suet that I got them for Christmas. They ate that up pretty quick. I found a bag of pine cones that I had gathered and totally forgot about, so some of the rabbits got some pine cones. They really like that, and I have some left over. They're itty bitty pine cones, so I think next month I'm just gonna give like everybody a handful of pine cones since they're just so small. But they ate those up. My rabbits seem to like pine cones a lot. And there was one shop on Etsy, and I can't remember what it was called, but I got them some pine cones that were she like dribbled something on it, and then she shook them in like rose petals and something else. It was like rose petals and apples, I think is what it was, and my rabbits loved that. I would love to get some more of those at some point because I really loved those. Not a whole lot else to update on, to be honest. I'm just doing my thing, work mostly, and waiting for the weather to get good so other things can be worked on. Right now it's just wet, very wet. Here in April I might get a new job, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but we'll see. I'm not gonna get my hopes too up, but it would be nice. So if I can keep a balance of the two jobs, at least for a little while, my savings for certain things should increase more quickly, I guess. Hot Tot is gone. I finally butchered her, and Queen has taken her place as my senior doe. So right now these are my two senior does. She's about 1 year, Queen is 1 year, and Apple Lily's about 3. So I'll be breeding Apple Lily a couple more times, and then prepping somebody to replace the rabbit that I'm going to use to replace Apple Lily, which No Bake is going to be the replacement for whoever I decide to replace Apple Lily with when she's going to be retired permanently. So yeah, just working. Dad's over helping the baby put trash in the trash. She likes to be helpful. Alrighty. So I think that's it. We're doing alright. I can't say that we've gotten like a whole bunch of progress, but we're working towards it as per usual. So I think that's all I can think of. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will make sure to get up a video next week and not randomly skip out or forget. Sorry about that again. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.